Hi everyone, a lot of you have requested to publish a tutorial video on how to make these super cool shutter cards. For those who have already watched all the videos on my channel are aware that I have used this mechanism in creating two other cards on my channel. One is camera card and the other one is a birthday card for a pregnant lady. For those who are new to my channel, the links of those cards are published in the description box below. Please do check it out. So for this particular card I have used 5 blades and I have hidden a picture behind the mechanism. For this one, which we are going to learn today, I have used 3 blades and have hidden a sentiment behind the mechanism. For the ease, I have already drawn these templates and now I am going to walk you through the measurements. The first piece of cardstock will be this, and it should measure 8 inches long and 4 inches wide. This will be divided in half, and the dotted line suggests that we are going to fold this card. We are now left with 2 equal pieces of square, each measuring 4 inches by 4 inches, 4 inches by 4 inches. On the first half, we will find a center point and draw a circle with a radius of 0.5 inches. On the second half, we will find a center point and draw a circle with a radius of 0.75 inches. Once the circles are drawn, we have to find the angle points. One is 90 degree and the other two are 30 degree each. We will grab a protractor here at this point and place or align this protractor's center point with the center point of our circle in the second half. 90 degree is pretty straightforward. It's a straight line, and we need a marking to be done outside of this circle. So here I have marked it for the 90 degree. The next is, again we will realign this protractor's center point with the center point of our circle, and then let me zoom in a bit and show you that how we are going to mark the 30 degree. So if you see here, this is the 30 degree mark, and I have added a point here which tells me that my 30 degree is here, this side. Same way, when I am looking at the other side, this is my 30 degree and this is my center point. I am going to align both of these. And we can see I'm going to align both of these, and then at 3 centimeter from the center point I'm going to mark a point here. Same applies to this 90 degree as well. Just eyeball it and draw a rectangle around this 3 centimeter mark, which measures 1 centimeter in length and half a centimeter in height. This rectangular piece should be half a centimeter away from the circumference of this circle on all the sides. So this distance should be half a centimeter. Again, this should be my center point of this center point of the rectangle, and it should be 3 centimeters away from the center of the circle. It should be 1 centimeter long and half a centimeter in height. For all 3 angles, I have to do the same thing. Let's move on to the second template. Second template is all about drawing 2 circles. One will be outer circle whose radius would be 1 and 3/8, and the inner circle whose radius would be 5/8. Draw 2 such circles. The radius of the outer and the inner circle for this and this is same. Just like what we did in our previous template, we are going to mark 30 degree angles and 90 degree angle. The only difference here will be, instead of 3 centimeter distance from the center to this point, this marking will be done at 2.5 centimeter distance. So this and this marking is 2.5 centimeters away from the central point. Moving on to the fourth circle, which is this one. With the help of the protractor, what we have to find two other angles. For this one it will be 40 degree. So I'll zoom in a bit and you can see that this angle is 40 degree, and then once I rotate my protractor and place or align my center point on the circle, this angle is 70 degree. This angle is 70 degree. Now once these 70 and 40 degree angles are being marked, let me zoom out. Once these are marked, all I have to do is join the line from the center to this angle marking for both 40 and 70 degree. If you can observe this light yellow marking or the line which is there, that is where our conjunction point of this arc would be. My inner circle and my outer circle are already giving me arcs for my blade. All I'm supposed to do is draw an arc over here which adjoins this yellow light marking. Similarly, draw an arc here and join these two circles. Again, this arc should join with this yellow light marking and create a small tab which would be approximately 2 centimeters in length and half a centimeter in height. So all I have done is I have created this arc, created this tab, again created this small arc and one more arc from this side. This gives me a shape of my blade. Once I have this template ready, I'll cut it out and I'll create 3 such pieces because I'll require 3 blades for my mechanism to work. The same templates which I have drawn on the colored cardstock. This is my 8 inches by 4 inches long cardstock. The first half is having a circle with radius of 0.5 inches. The second one is having the circle with radius of 0.75 inches. I have marked two 30 degree angles. From the center point till here it measures 3 centimeter. The rectangle which I have eyeballed and drew it, the circumference and the sides of the rectangle are half a centimeter away from each other. The width of this rectangle or the length of this rectangle is 1 centimeter here. Again here it is 90 degree. So this is the first piece which we did. Here is the second one where I told you that we have to draw a bigger circle and a small circle. The big circle's radius would be 1 3/8 and the small circle's radius would be 5/8. Again here I have to draw 2 angles or 3 angles, 30 degree on both the sides and 90 degree here. From the center point I am going to mark a point which is 2.5 centimeter away on all the 3 angles, and here is my third template. The fourth one I showed you was this, and this I need 3 pieces of the blade and I have already pre-cut them. Now what we are going to do is that I'm going to show you which pieces are supposed to be cut in these templates. So I'm going to highlight the pieces which I'm going to cut on these cardstock. The inner circle on all the 3 parts of the cardstock needs to be cut. So I'm going to mark this. If you can see, I'm not sure if you're able to see or not. I'll zoom in a bit and then I'll show you how to do it. So this is the piece. I'm going to cut this inner circle from this cardstock. Then we'll come to this part. First half of my 8 and 8 by 4 inches cardstock. I'm going to cut the inner circle for this one as well. then is my second half of this cardstock. I'm going to cut my inner circle for this one as well. Also, I'm going to cut these 3 small rectangle pieces. I'm going to cut this, this and this, and also the inner circle. I'll take a pause here and come back once I have cut all the inner parts of these cardstock. So now we have all the pieces which are cut. Like I said, I'm going to cut the circular inside pieces from all the 3 templates, which is the first template was this one, where we had a circle with a radius of 0.5, second one had circle with a radius of 0.75, and these small rectangular pieces here. When I cut them, the template or this piece of cardstock looks like this. I have cut these inner circles and I have cut these small rectangular tabs or the rectangular pieces, and then we had this one where we had 2 circles, one bigger circle and one small circle, and then I also said that I'm going to cut this one also from the center, and here is what we have, a piece where the bigger circle radius is 1 3/8 and the inner circle radius was 5/8. Now I'm left with these, and then I also have these 3 blades which I showed earlier, that I have a template here, or maybe you can see that I have one here. So based on this template I have cut my 3 blades here, and I have also done some marking here, which is nothing but an eyeball, that from 1/2 centimeter or 3/4 centimeter, 3/4 centimeter, I'm going to put a marking here. I have my glue dots over here, and the first thing what I'm going to do is that on this piece, which is my bigger circle and a small circle, I'm going to add these little blades on top of these markings on this particular circle piece. So I'm going to grab my glue dot with my X-Acto knife. Show you how we are going to place this. So here what I'm going to do is that I'll match this point with this marking, and I have a glue dot behind this marking, and I'm going to put it here on here, something like this. So this is the first marking, and I have added a glue dot behind this blade, and I have added it here. Then I'm going to grab my another blade, and then again I'm going to repeat the same step. I'm going to put my glue dot on the back side, if you can see, I've added the glue dot to my second piece as well, and then again I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to put my glue dot here on, so I'll match this marking with this marking over here, and I'm going to put my blade something like this here, marking here, and just below this blade here I have my third marking on this blade here. So I'm going to match this marking with this marking, and I'm going to add my third blade here. So this is how it will look. All my blades are attached to this wheel with the help of the glue dots. So I have these little tabs which are still hanging, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend them something like this. I'm going to give a bend to all of these 3 little tabs over here, for this one as well. So just from behind, what I'm supposed to do is I have to insert these tabs through these little rectangular pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'll place the tab here. Only from behind I can do this, something like this. These little tabs needs to come inside through this particular rectangular slot, something like this. I'm going to do that for all the three little tabs. I'm going to let them pass through these rectangular slots here, so it will get secured like this. And only the third one is remaining now. If you can see, I'm just bending this tab and I'm just pushing it through this rectangular a little from the center here, something like this. And then I'm going to close my mechanism. Do not leave it open, just close the mechanism. And then once it is in the closed position, just try to stick this piece of tab on just this circle. It should not go inside the inner circle, otherwise it will start showing up in this mechanism as well. So you have to snip it a bit, close the entire mechanism, and then in this inner circle just slide this slot and then paste it. Also, while it is while the glue on this tab is drying up, I want to paste this scrap paper behind this cardstock, hiding this tab as well as the rotator. I will not place any glue where the tab is going to move. Leaving this, I am going to apply glue on the other three sides of this cardstock. Before placing this scrap paper, I can attach my sentiment or my photograph on this scrap paper. Right now I'm not going to do that, I'll do it later on. So this is how I'm going to paste it. Now this is how it looks from the front. We are ready to test our mechanism. When I move the tab, the shutters are opening and closing. It's working absolutely fine now. And now that you have learned how to create this super cool shutter mechanism cards without using any fancy die cuts or any template, it's time for you to grab your crafting tools and amaze your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit on the like button if you really enjoyed learning this new mechanism. Happy crafting!